might have hashtag gamer girl, but you could instead have hashtag cat girl. Yeah.
All right, for you. Hashtag.
All right. Now that we've done that, we need to make sure we're playing something that involves genetic modification.
There we go, cat girl.
And or slavery.
While you do that, I'll just
I suppose what I'm saying is boot up RimWorld.
And then get banned from Australia.
Oh, is RimWorld banned in Australia?
It was for
Not
a bit.
anymore, but it was for a while.
There are several reasons I can think of it. Why? I'm curious which one it was.
It was for, quote, glorifying drugs. Or something of those sorts. Which is
Glor-
kinda,
Yes.
which is like the least accurate thing of the world.
Glorifying? Like, no! The first thing you do when you get colonists is tell them that, hey, that all your addictions, you're going cold turkey, buddy. Because screw that noise. Unless, and this is a fairly big unless, they are literally biologically hardwired to be dependent on that drug. In that case, you rejoice, because that's actually a really, really useful genetic modifier, because it's relatively easy to deal with. You know, you just start producing that drug. And it frees up genome points that you can spend on making them better. My drug fiends were an experience. they were perpetually hopped up on several drugs, because if they weren't, they would die. And as a result, I had room to make them all super strong, inert to pain, resistant to damage in general, extremely fast and bloodthirsty. They did have a bit of an issue where, due to them being immune to pain, that they would frequently be knocked out of fights because a limb was lopped off, which meant that I had a lot of cyborg drug fiends by the end of that.
All right, so we're waiting just for you, David, and Ethan.
But yeah, outside of that specific case of genetically modifying your people to need the drug in order to live, you don't want your people on drugs, because addictions suck.
That's funny how it's glorified. Maybe because they saw the one cyborg, the one run, where they need it and they just see it, or they're just huffing it all up.
And I mean, admittedly, in those particular cases, the modifier that makes it so that they're dependent on the drug to live means that they can't get addicted to it. Though it also kind of doesn't matter, because even if they were addicted, they would still be dependent on having the stuff. So,
So Game Legend, yes, I do have Kakarot on my tag now, because why not? And people are searching that up. That's a good question. When someone searches it up and says something, we can start asking them posing questions. Why? What was your hope searching up Kakarot? What were you wanting to see?
genetic modification.
Or B2.
Unethical scientific experiments.
I think I have the game down.
Nice.
So let me-
Yeah.
You're creating the future of humanity. You went through questionable means.
All right, while we're waiting, I want to make sure that I have everything. Yep, I've broken all my stones. Have you broken all your stones, Justin? I'll re-invite you. Oh, there's a
Why
David.
break stones when you can break kneecaps?
Ooh.
But no, I haven't, because my pick has Silk Touch.
I missed that last part.
Because my pickaxe has Silk Touch. I just picked them up and went home. I didn't break them.
Collecting kneecaps? Nice.
The doctor is in.
Are you sure that I joined?
I mean, it said I can invite you. It said you're in the game.
Ah.
Oh, you're Gatekeeper Infinity. That's your mistake, not the demo.
Ah, yeah, that would do it.
All your kneecaps are bullets.
All your kneecaps are belong to me, to kneecaps. You see, you may have avoided the hammer. But have you avoided the arthritis?
Truly is scary. Oh, so I'm back. I was grabbing water.
Okay. Invite sent.
Items.
How do you have so many of the items log? Do you play a little bit yourself?
No, it was all from that run.
Really? You must have had a lot of Yellowstone after.
Yeah.
Seemed like, did we lose a David?
I just remembered I need to do some unlocks.
Ah.
Also, I don't think I'm allowed to fly planes without much practice, given my terrible time I had with in Minecraft a little
Yes.
bit ago.
Yeah, me to my plane and probably crashed it several times. It was very amusing.
He didn't even see it. He just heard my my bad time. Oh man. Time to get practice of flight sim, I guess.
All right, when you guys are ready, let's do this. I'll be there. I'll be ready for you when you're ready to call medic. So, Game Legend, my run with is
I hear
okay. You could We don't. So right now, one thing that was nice about Arena is there'll be right now. There's like a good pause mode. So right now he's checking on dog. So Game Legend, I don't stream to get views. I play. I mean, like obviously get views, but I don't do my gaming connected to trying to get views. 'Cause I feel for me that will drive me crazy. It'll burn me out within 6 months to a year of just streaming. And so what I do is I play what games that me and the group want to play, and Logan and I want to play Elden Ring, so we're slamming our face against that about once a week. I'm actually really considering playing Lobotomy Corp, maybe after Tiny Rogues. You got me.
It'll be a very different thing
Yep.
than what you're used to.
You pipped my interest.
All right. Well, good luck.
Yeah, very much good luck on that.
Yeah, I guess. My advice would be, if you are to take the Witch Doctor, take him early in a week, not at the end of a week, and make sure you interact with him enough to have all the special things that involve him happen well before the week ends, so that you can then rewind and not have him in your facility anymore.
How about I'll wait for when I start, and then I'll start when you're around, so you give me all the advice then, because my brain is not ready for all this information.
Okay. I mean, not Witch Doctor, the Plague Doctor. Yeah, basically, Plague Doctor Scary. Be ready to rewind as far as necessary to get rid of those consequences.
Okay.
But on the other hand, you get a very shiny thing from dealing with him.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
So Ethan's dealing with his dog right now, so he will join when he is done dealing with his dog. And Game Legend, thanks for sharing your opinion. Like, never stop yourself sharing opinion unless it, you know, it's very rude in nature, in which you should then work on.
Share it
yourself.
anyways.
Just share it with gusto.
Share your opinion, unless it's wrong.
And then share it with force.
With might.
Okay.
Ooh. My frames were having a hard time for a second there. Here's some health. Looks like you need Ethan.
Decided him.
Hit points are for other people.
So there's a gift up here, by the way, guys. They just spawn randomly.
Risk of missing out if I don't get it out right on it.
I think the only risk I think is when like these waves are done and we all hit continue, you don't grab them. So like, but pretty much when we're all in the middle, we all have to hit enter to get to the next run. That's when, if you hit that without.
Okay.
So like right now.
And I found 2 of them. Is
Yep.
that all you guys have gotten?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
If you need medic, then good luck. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, this arena mode is nothing new. A lot of games have incorporated it, so I'm not surprised there's a Roblox game that this reminds you of.
And it's also a pretty bog standard game mode. A good one to have, but it's nothing special.
Yeah. Hammer guy is such a beast.
Does hit quite hard.
All
I
right.
think I've got several hands to grab.
Yep.
Oh. Interesting. I've gained the circle of bonus damage, yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they have a roguelite on Roblox, one with Broheim, Monday through Friday, I might give it a try because it's might be something worth trying.
Okay, so there were 3 hands, yes?
I mean, as long as you don't see it on marker, but yeah, that sounds about right. One of things nice about this place is since everything is so close together, that being in the
You can see
middle,
all the markers.
yeah, the markers will just show. So we all know we're all playing at 200%. I think we're decent enough at this game to just play at the hardest mode.
I'm gonna try and beat.
We certainly
Dom and
won't
see if
regret
I
this
can
later.
get something in.
Certainly not.
Especially since we're playing new characters and stuff.
Yeah, no, I've just been playing the same one over and over.
Man, that's what. No wonder why you can keep playing Warframe over and over again. Just stick to it. I'm impressed.
I mean, I like having a character where it's like it works well. Like, why try another one? Good until this one gets boring.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's moments. It's usually the bosses that you get your run for your difficulty money.
In my experience, the bosses were kind of one of the easiest parts of our previous run.
Hmm. Oh, around the very end, the very beginning.
Yes, stacking auras
Oh,
of
yes.
murder in close proximity.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, sure, I'll
Guys,
take
you
a
know what
protective
I'm
mark.
collecting.
Okay, I
Rune of
think I got it all.
Rebound.
Runer. Oh, luckily my game isn't stuttering anymore. Like the very beginning, I don't know why, it would just have a nice little stutter for me.
I completely forgot I had skills I can use.
She just
I've
running
just
around.
been smacking them.
That's hilarious.
I'm trying to specialize in my right click. Hammer down!
Hammered.
Ability is something you take just enough of to be able to keep swinging the hammer.
Hmm.
Still got some hands to grab.
Have you guys ever played Fallout 2?
Afraid not.
I haven't even played.
Like the score just reminds me of Fallout 2. Just like that, like that sound, like the. You guys will hear it now. Maybe after pointing it.
Sounds probably decent anyway. So
Where we're click noises.
No, it sounds like it's like a high to low sound.
Or a beat.
It reminds me of the notifications I had my phone. I'd have to find them.
Hmm. You have Fallout 2? Oh man. It's a pretty mature game though. Just if your family has a hard time with it's like you could you can get like human companions and you can sell them into slavery like one of those games where you have freedom to be terrible or freedom to not be terrible. You sort of I see. How dare you not give me the full truth? Going to my Tesla. Oh. That's interesting that your Tesla... I thought you were joking. I'm surprised your Tesla will have Fallout 2 on it.
I'm not. It was like a big thing they tried to like additional like
Look, I'm pretty sure that's
Distract.
if Elon Musk could just found Vault-Tec, he probably would. He seems like the sort.
Are you sure it was Fallout 2? Because that's a keyboard and mouse game.
there's probably a port. That's what I'm kind of expecting.
Oh yeah, Cuphead I can imagine game built into it. Yeah, it's popular enough. It's just Fallout 2 is so like off the like
It's old enough where it'd be really easy to run on like
yeah.
multitude of mobile hardware.
Oh yeah, you could run on a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably even quite literally.
I mean, I mean, Cuphead is just popular with controller, so on PC or on console. Yeah. I imagine, yeah, it has to be since it's being battery powered, you'll have to have like games that don't require a lot of energy, I think, to
It's
be
a
on the
car
top.
though.
Pong.
I remember people running the GameCube off their car's battery before. And with the electric vehicles like Teslas nowadays, all the stuff they have running anyways, like all the electronics, probably isn't much less than what a game would do with all the telemetry and stuff. I'm not the one that actually has
Another enhancer. Just keep swinging the hammer.
it.
Can you imagine trying to play co-op on a 12-inch screen?
Yes.
Sounds
I know-
unpleasant.
I know I've done before. I also like try to play split screen on a 360.
Have you tried doing it on a 12-inch screen that's also at like 480p?
Oh yeah.
Not even 480p, more like 245p.
That's when like you're squinting your eyes and you start having headaches.
That's when you were playing GoldenEye 64 with a bunch of other people.
Well, that's like back when games were built for CRT.
I remember trying to play Sonic while the screen was still spinning. That was a time.
Just can't wait.
Well, we were not allowed very much video game time, so I couldn't waste much of it letting the TV warm up.
I remember we practically 100% Sonic.
I shouldn't that we just ground forever for our chows.
I remember you guys did the child things. I remember like on each level making sure to get like,
All the shinies.
yeah. Have you upgraded your left click on the swinger yet, David?
Yeah, all three upgrades have gone to my hammer. Yeah, on my right click.
On your right click? Ah.
Sure. Good. Another stack of bad mood. That's a good one to get more in.
Yeah, I was actually like thinking about that. Like, be crazy to like imagine playing a game on either circular or like anything beyond a square, but it doesn't, or rectangle. Like, it just doesn't make sense to play a game on any other dimensions.
Something other than a rectangle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that the game's HUD would need to be adapted to the new shape.
Should I mention VR, which is, well, it's technically in a rectangle. It's more like two circles because
That's-
of range of vision.
It's true.
Oh, right. I remember now. Impulse is actually slightly terrifying. So if I can just keep stacking that up.
I don't think I grabbed Impulse.
That's one where they die. They drop a bomb.
It's the one where on kill there's a 30% chance that they explode for a multiple of
Oh.
whatever hit killed them.
Oh,
Mhm.
that one. Yeah, I have 2 stacks of that one.
I think I got 3 stacks now because right mouse button hits very hard, and so I figured that's going to whatever it triggers result in the deaths of everything even vaguely nearby. Yeah, like that.
I just see the various shock waves coming out from everywhere because of us both using it.
Prince. Your music's good, but it's not enough to save you!
I need to work on my survivability. I have the HP, I just don't have the heals.
It doesn't help that there's a bunch of the shield guys here today.
Yeah, and they hit like a freight train.
Ah, yep, gotta fall back, let myself get health back.
Same here.
Maybe I should put more points into health regen at this point. Oh, that is a definitely, yeah, I should.
It's just weird to like, since just so used to playing on a square, to imagine playing on in a different shape.
So many enemies. What in the world?
Oh,
Are you guys still alive?
I am.
Yup,
Nope.
technically. It's a work in progress, though. Okay, where's the biggest knot of enemies? My body is ready, and they will not be.
Oh, I ate it.
I'm still alive. I made a mistake in that sequence.
I mean, then you haven't played on a CRT monitor. CRT monitors were square.
Some of them were triangle or rectangles, not triangles. I almost spoke falsehoods.
I guess that one. Yeah, sure, I'll take more first impressions.
All right,
Why not?
I want to use a restroom before we start the next wave.
Alright.
Got it. You start the next wave while you're using the bathroom.
Quickly now. Wait, ensure that he has to urinate at Mach 5. Or he will return to a corpse. I think unlocking Protective Mark might have been a bad idea, because that means there's 2 items in here that are really bad until they get stacked high.
Oh, what's protected mark?
Reduce incoming damage by 5% plus 5 per stack.
Ah,
So
Right now,
pretty much just like the Rune of Rebound. It's crap until it's very abruptly not.
Right now, I'm just putting everything into extra damage.
Yeah, I haven't had many opportunities to make choices like that, but whenever getting the opportunity to choose, it's damage. Specifically, I'm trying to emphasize damage in single hits.
Yeah, I'm just chilling at like 221 health.
Some vertebral implants and some rolls where I didn't really have a plus damage option. It puts me at 610.
Huh? You also.
So, also in the conversation back to like getting checkups, like back doctor and foot doctor. Also in Oregon, I don't know where you had your accident. There,
It's Oregon.
Okay, if you do it through your insurance, there's a thing called the Oregon PIP, where there's like a dedicated amount towards medical expenses. And so like right now, I like all my checkups and everything like that is through that.
But you see, that would mean admitting to insurance that I did an oops. Alright, is
Well-
everyone here?
Yeah, pretty much if it wasn't for that, I'll be like, let's look at myself in the mirror and be like, meh, not worth not worth the money checkup. I'm grew up very poor where you only went to the doctor on,
If it's an emergency.
yep. And then like everyone I grew up with who lived like that, like once they're 40 to 50, they're always complaining of back pain. Like you haven't been to a chiropractic.
One of the things I heard about back pain and stuff, that most of the time it has to do with I get
Do
that?
with what?
causes a bunch of like spinal
I cannot hear you. Ethan.
A lot of the times back pain's just caused by weak muscles.
Ah.
At least that's what I heard from my mom. It's,
So
personal
they're just
training
saying,
stuff.
get better.
Get strong.
Pretty much.
Get strong,
basically-
scrub.
Swole is the goal. Well,
Well, if the back pain happens after a car accident,
yeah, I think at that point.
Because you were
probably-
weak!
Yes, you were weak.
oh, that is cool.
It's because you're
A
always on that
harmonica?
damn phone.
Nice, a harmonica for a return gift from a birthday party. That is quite the birthday party. I kind of wish we had so hobbits on birthday parties, they don't receive birthday gifts. It's like you actually give guest gifts. Oh gosh. Be really interesting to have a hobbit style living.
So, breakfast, second breakfast, you got lunch, lunch in.
Owning a house.
I seriously think like a lot of like what Lord of the Rings touches on, like on the good life, like when heaven meets earth, resurrected life, like it's gonna be a lot of that. Like being like pretty much being elves but without the sadness. In Lord of the Rings, elves are just always sad. Things are not as good as they once were.
I mean, when things keep getting worse, it's hard to not be bummed out about it when you watched it happen. Okay, anyways. more arguments. A raw damage.
I feel like I need more healing. But I'm uncertain.
Are you saying that you need healing?
So, have you guys leveled up your left click yet to the max?
Nah, my left click's currently at tier 2. Well,
Okay.
+2.
You want me to tell you what the third tier does?
Yes.
8% of your maximum health goes into your swings.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's an entirely different build.
Yeah, I had a pretty awesome build when I played him. It was all into health and attack speed.
Makes sense.
Woo! OC!
Oh gosh, these ones are painful.
Yup. And they have landmines to make it so much worse.
Yeah. Oh my, come on. Those landmines slow you very painfully.
Have gone too far. Ooh, it says a healing circle?
Yep. As I was saying, if you need medic, holler.
Well, something killed
Rob-
me.
Probably
down.
things that shoot at you
Again.
from far range.
Yeah, that would do it.
And you
Yeah,
can't
that
see
shotgun,
them.
that shotgun blast is
shots.
painful.
That too. Oh, I just died because I got slowed to death.
Yep, you must have walked into a mine.
There wasn't a mine there, unless it spawned underneath my feet.
Oh, I actually got in mine. Oh, that's painful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of them shoot slowing projectiles. That isn't part of the mines either.
No, I mean, I only ever get slow when I touch a mine. Oh, oh, oh. It's easy to dash into them. Oh. That
See,
game?
there wasn't a mine there. It wasn't on my screen at the very least.
I just got, I was at like 78 hit points and just got hit by something. And
It looked like you were full to me, so don't know. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, the hammer guy is the best character.
Do I have? Yes, I do.
Oh, we can see if we have any unlocks. A charge core. Is that the ult one? I think. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh, it gives the 4th skill, gains 1 additional charge. I just unlocked the item that gives an additional 4th. Oh,
Plus, I think I found a healing item unlocked.
nice.
Oh, good. The Eternal Heart gives you 1 point of lifesteal.
Ooh. Okay. You have a hard time with that door, my friend.
You know, I haven't played this character much, so. But
Right. Surprised the microphone didn't pick that up. All right, just waiting for you to ready up. When you're ready up, Cody. I mean, Ethan. Ethan has a good boy. But he's very happy, very dumb, and very much in your face all the time.
I don't think the word dumb does it justice. This guy is grade A stupid.
Oh, I missed a phone call. Oh, gee, sorry, no, I will not be on tonight. All right, so that is a negative from Cody. He did respond 27 minutes ago, and I just saw my phone.
okay.
Sorry, guys, on the delay on D2. You sticking to him again?
Yep.
All right.
Now there's a bunch of new things that I have to
Try
figure
that
out
character.
which ones are good and which ones aren't.
Well, I suppose it's time to bludgeon more things to death. Justin? Yes.
I didn't realize it didn't immediately start. For a moment.
Understandable. Basic camera swings feel so weak right now.
I love how I start shooting at the hand that rises up to give us a gift.
Yes. Twitchy as a cop with an acorn.
Oh wow, a Terra this early on, eh? No wonder why you have so many points. You could just be like right there just to grab it.
Well, I like my loot.
Hmm. I'm so sorry, man. Late. Go get some sleep. Sleep it off. But I'm not a doctor, so do not take my medical advice as canon.
See, that's saying you're saying medical advice, which is actually still a no-no. You are not providing medical advice.
Yep, I'm not
Anything
providing medical
else?
advice. I am providing.
Medical suggestions.
No, it's just- Sorry, man.
Oh boy, I don't need regeneration. I have knives.
You feel better now? That's good. I do this right.
Pleasant.
I'm sorry, man. Well, Game of Legends, all I can do is pray for you. Christ, you're amazing. Ryan got hurt playing soccer, and you brought goodness out of this thing, out of this birthday party that he was very concerned about going. Make sure nothing too bad goes from him, for your glory, for your worship. Amen. Welcome, man. Hey, yo, get your mind off that pain. Nope, that's why they always give you a sucker at the end of the dentist's office.
Suppose that's everything.
Oh, you just been traumatized by us drilling in your mouth? Here's a sucker. Are you doing an attack speed health build?
I'm giving it a try. It has not turned on yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're still in level. We only got like 2 levels in our skills so far.
Oh, there's 2. Oh.
I guess we gotta choose one to beat to death.
Oh boy.
I'll find this one.
Spicy.
They're all pretty close to each other. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, here, Justin. Health pool. Oh my gosh. Look at that health.
One down.
Nice.
Two down. Well, I believe that's everything.
Oh, each hit restores 1 HP.
Ooh, you unlocked that thing.
Nice, I got it. Wow, kettlebell.
The worst item in game.
Oh boy, the Nomad Stick.
Hmm. You know, I will laugh if the reverse happened. Actually, someone develops a game stealing off a Roblox game. I'll laugh, because usually it's always Roblox stealing from every other game out there.
So Fortnite, you mean?
Mostly Fortnite, yes.
Well, I mean like Fortnite taking stuff from Roblox because the people probably making stuff on Roblox also probably
Hmm.
like people on Fortnite probably have been making stuff based on Roblox stuff too.
I don't think you can make money making stuff for Fortnite like you can people do on Roblox.
It's big enough where even big companies will do things in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like product placement, right? But I'm talking about like on Roblox you can just
I do
Right.
think they were trying to do stuff to do that though, so maybe.
hmm. What? No.
Good old Essence.
I don't believe that.
Believe one?
Roblox was maybe for Minecraft. I mean,
Minecraft was made in 2000.
oh, it's true. You can search it up.
Oh no, they can call our bluffs. What will we do?
I feel like it was made afterwards.
2006.
Oh,
What?
It probably was so bad or so irrelevant that it didn't really pop up until much later.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is some true sticking to a game. Like, here's all these big companies, they release a game, drop it in 6 months. Have a game be released in 2006 and then it be in obscurity So it's, you know, the big behemoth it is now.
I mean, that's literally how Minecraft got so big. It was a pretty obscure thing, though it was hitting like really fast popularity with the early YouTube, but it was still pretty small for the longest while.
I remember it getting dang popular when it was still an alpha.
Yeah,
It was definitely huge in our group. We all bought an alpha to buy it for like a few dollars.
I think I bought it 4 or 5 times while it was still an alpha, for various people. Cause yeah, it was so cheap that even on my limited budget, it was still affordable.
I think it was $5 when you ended up getting it for me.
Well, definitely a purchase worth making. We've put enough hours into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Roblox used to be called Dynam Blocks. DYNA Blocks. What a terrible name. Good thing that was a smart move changing it.
Need bro. Not enough hit points. I only have 800 hit points. This is inadequate.
800. I only have 293.
Hit points are my entire build. They are my damage. They are my life. They are the whole thing.
Hit points are love. Hit points are life. Literally.
We have a bunch of miscellaneous on-hit triggers, but that's just to get more ticks to get my health, to get my definitely not health regen rolling.
Well, I imagine Roblox hasn't changed very much graphics wise since its first initiation.
Oh, I expected that it's changed a lot since back then. It's just, you think it's the low graphical fidelity now, just imagine how much worse it was back then. When you imagine it. And to be fair, Roblox, a lot of Roblox stuff can be pretty high fidelity, but it's very uncommon.
I remember when David was working on a Roblox game.
Yeah, I decided I'd rather keep plugging away on.
How's Gifts of Magic going on, by the way?
Pretty slowly. The issue of me being absolutely butt at art is continuing to be a real drag. That being said, I've got a lot of its core mechanics sussed out, so that's good.
I know, I was talking to Ethan, he's really good at art. He just needs to find a way to...
I gotta work on learning digital art though.
I'm sorry, I still
everything's
can't
moving
hear
towards.
hardly anything from Ethan.
I'm gonna have to work on learning digital art. That's where everything's moving towards, and I don't have any way to get into that yet.
I mean, imagine, like, for simplicity's sake now, you can just still do it on pen and paper and just scan it.
That might not be a bad idea.
Because really with... I think, and I may be speaking, so correct... I may be speaking over you, David, so correct me if I'm wrong. Since it is like Mega Man Battle.net, I mean, most things are just stagnant, and you just to show animation difference, it's kind of like...
I was planning on it being sprite-based, yes. That being said, the actual art style, still super up in the air. Still pretty easy to change if I wanted to. So, yeah.
Do you think you could draw bunny people, Ethan?
Funny people?
Bunny people.
I don't think I have bunny people in it right now. No.
I thought that was a story. Is there's bunny people?
I mean, yeah, I can draw literally anything. Probably need some reference photos, but
I
I
mean-
can draw anything.
I mean, he's good at art. He's really
Yeah.
good at art. You're like, his stuff's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you mean by bunny people. No, the Seelie aren't humanoid. They're yeah, Mammalian, admittedly still waffling a fair bit on the details, but yeah, they're magical girl mascots. I'm not going to beat around the bush. That's what they are.
You ever watch Madoka Magica or whatever that anime was?
Yes, big QB, but like 100% less evil.
I have never heard of that. Whatever you guys are talking about.
That's a anime that you think it's all gonna be nice and stuff because it's about magical girls. It is not nice.
It
It is
is-
eldritch horror sort of near the
Yeah.
end.
You think, yeah,
What's it called again?
Madoka Magica, and I suppose the synopsis, think the devil disguises himself as a cute bunny rabbit to convince little girls to sell their souls to him. Things
Oh.
go downhill from there.
Pretty much.
I see.
I haven't watched that in quite ages.
Is it a good watch though?
Yes, it is. It's excellent.
Okay. When there's a moment, you guys don't mind just sending me just type the name out to me. Trying to guess that. I don't.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
And I also don't know where it's a good place to watch it nowadays. Since
I mean, I could find
When I
it. I
watched it,
just
it was,
need you
a
guys to
decade ago.
type it out to me. That's all
Yeah.
I'm asking. Like, just private message me the name and I'll be good.
Yeah.
So I imagine if I Google demon girl sell soul, I'm not gonna
I
I'm not gonna get good.
no, those aren't the words that are typically used to describe Madoka Magica, but it's a close enough description that it gives you an idea of how, at least what causes the plot to go horribly wrong.
Yeah. So is that anime the reference for you thinking of the art style being?
Yeah. Art style as a whole, no. Yeah, what this particular race looks like, kinda.
Okay.
That's what popped into my head, but that's just also.
Okay. Well, I'm not subtly, but I'm letting you know we have a friend in the group
Ethan does an art.
who
Got
does
it.
the art. Yep. That's it. Work it out if you guys want to make something of it. If not, cool beans.
Okay.
You hear that, Ethan?
Yes.
Cool.
I'll have to see if I.
Oh no, that means I'm going to need to start actually making, you're putting more time and effort into it so that I don't embarrass myself.
I mean, placeholder artists or placeholder assets are fine.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's also
They
kind of
exist
like
for a
a
reason.
collaboration effort kind of
Yeah.
a thing. With
Yes,
creating
well, I
something.
struggle to get placeholder assets to a point where you can actually recognize what they're supposed to be.
They can even be boxes.
So yeah.
'Cause,
So
I mean, have you seen the like prototype art for like the Star Wars characters? It's like it's rough, but they refined it.
So yeah, so Game Legend, like Ethan back here has like won competitions.
Hell. Tempting, I must admit.
But yeah, I mean, like I bet Game Legend. I bet if you keep working on it, You know, you could be one of the person once a week who messages me while I live stream. By the way, I do art. We should connect. Me do stream stuff for you.
Better watch out. I'll start doing that.
Dun dun dun. I just walked into that fist. That was unpleasant. But it's okay. I have 1,000 hit points.
Man, I'm really jealous. I'm trying to actively raise my health points, but my character is squishy, like absolute squishy. And so I don't get much health to raise in the duplications.
Yeah, well, it's all percent bonuses, so if you don't have good base health, there's no saving you.
Yep, I'm going to be the long-range shooter that this character is always meant to be. And I have to let myself be that. Like, I keep getting way too close for comfort. And one thing is nice, these shots, they don't seem to disappear. I don't see an end. I mean, during the downtime, I would like to do a little test, and you guys can tell me how far my shots are going.
I made a mistake. I actually felt that one. I gotta get out of there.
Well, I mean, Game Legend, you clothe yourself in righteousness and declare allegiance to King Jesus. So, there you go. You got step one, the most important step. So, do what you like.
Nope, nope, nope. I have 5 hit points, and I'm going to keep those 5 hit points.
One thing I love about King Jesus is he lets us just make decisions. If he wants to call us out where we're going, he will call you out.
He lets us make decisions. Sometimes they're really dumb decisions, and then we suffer the consequences.
Dang.
Well, of course,
But he's always there to help us.
Yeah, we always keep trying to embody ourselves in wisdom so that we can make wiser, healthier, whole decisions. Gosh darn it. No, 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 no.
Ah.
Gosh darn it, dude. Those got long-range snipers all over the game. Oh, I'm down. Damn.
Yeah, that's how you die, is the long-range shooters.
Yep. Yeah, it turns out having all those hit points doesn't really help if you can't avoid taking hits until you don't have enough regen to actually restore them.
Whoa!
I'm seeing multiple misses over Ethan's character. He
Yeah.
must have a bunch of dodge again. You just can't avoid. The one thing you can't avoid it is that you gain an avoid chance.
Man, your move speeds is...
Well, yeah, because I didn't put anything into health.
You're zooming.
Well,
And you're alive
fortunately,
and we're
those
not.
the enemy ball attacks don't work against you because you just have a damage aura that pops them the moment they get close.
Mhm. I haven't seen you throw your right click for a while. There you go.
Really, at this point, it's just waiting for the cooldowns to expire so I can use those abilities.
Yeah, it dawned on me. I'm building my character wrong. My character is more skill cooldown base. I'm trying to build attack speed base. But now I think about it with the third ability, which But the first left click ability, this third level up, it instant kills anything at 25%. And so I should just use a left click as an executioner. Now I think about it.
It has a chance to execute, specifically. Not guaranteed. So it's a gotcha on that one. You have to do a lot of attack his speed. So,
Yeah, that astronautical engineer, that's pretty cool. Ooh.
Alright, I need to do a thorough audio rebalancing. That louder, that quieter. Much better.
Yeah, robotics and engineering will take you far.
Ooh. Spicy.
I have a couple high school friends that went and did engineering at OSU, and they're doing pretty well. The thing though, they didn't actually like cling to Jesus all the way through college. That part, that sucks.
Are you not entertained?
They joined a frat, and the vices of compromise and temptation took over. Is this like a top-down working of how you play Warframe?
Pretty much. You just keep moving. Keep moving and grooving.
As it turns out, the sufficient move speed is a form of evasion.
Now I know I should actually start putting points in the movement speed.
Just play Warframe. You'll learn all the skills you need to survive this kind of game.
You know, you might as well grab that loot well next time you pass by it. Who knows, maybe its numbers will help you in this a little sooner.
one way or another.
Sometimes it's not about racing, it's about surviving.
Nope.
Well, I did make a lot of progress.
Interesting.
Alright, I think that's about enough, Gatekeeper.
Alrighty.
Besides, looking at the time, we
It's time.
probably want to move on.
Time for Eucharist and reading in Eucharist. Back when I used to use Facecam, there was a moment that I let Broheim choose, and he did do like an octopus Minecraft Steve. That was very funny looking. Back when I did face cams for a bit. All right. Let's... Matthew. Okay, I think we're at the rich young man. Yep. We did talk about marriage and celibacy and children last time, and that was about all right. here.
Well,
All right. Put intermission. All right. Ethan, you read Biblio? Oh, I got to share. Yep.
That might help.
I'll pray, and Ethan, you'll read Biblio. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, Justin, David, you guys ready, friends?
yep.
Yes.
Cool. Jeez, you're really amazing. Thank you for tonight. Thank you for your vulnerability and stepping down. Thank you that even when you didn't want to die, you saw it was good to step deep into suffering. As you saw the good that will rot from it. This is the resurrection that will happen at the end of it. You saw the goodness of it and decided to go through agonizing in pain, putting our sins on your flesh, laying the empires, the Jewish leaders, the Sadducees, the Sanhedrin, do their worst on you. And we thank you, King Jesus, as we read the writings of the ancients. Please reveal to us what it means to them, and also what it means now, in 21st century, 2,000 years post your resurrection. We need you and need your wisdom now. So please give it to us in abundance. Amen.
Amen. Matthew 19, verses 16 through 22. Suddenly a man came up to Jesus. Teacher, he asked, what good thing must I do if I'm to possess the life of the age to come? Why come to me with questions about what's good? Retorted Jesus. There is one who is good. If you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. Which ones? He asked. These ones, Jesus answered. Don't murder, don't commit adultery, don't steal, don't tell lies under oath, respect your father and mother, and love your neighbor as yourself. I've kept the whole lot, said the young man. What am I still short of? If you want to complete the set, Jesus replied, go and sell everything you own and give it to the poor. That way you'll have treasure in heaven. Then come and follow me. When the young man heard him say that, he went away very sad. He had many possessions.
What do you guys think the man, when he says, what am I, what good thing must I do if I'm to possess the life of the age to come? What do you guys think when he said, when the man was talking about the age to come, what do you guys think he was imagining the age to come was?
Um, I mean, yeah, he is fairly clearly speaking of the of the afterlife, given that that phrasing of to possess the life of the age to come, rather than to be say in good standing in the age to come or by your side or other phrasings that would make sense in a more um immediate sense. But yeah, he definitely is essentially asking, hey, what do I need to do to get into heaven?
And so, how do you think he envisions heaven? What does he think this young man think heaven is?
Oh, hard to say. Aren't given much context about yeah, well, about what his thoughts of it would be.
Okay. Do you guys have any other insights about what he thought that the age to come was?
I mean, we can't really be absolutely certain, but if I were to guess, it would most likely be referring to the new heaven and earth as talked about elsewhere in the Bible. Basically, the ideal kingdom to live in, the kingdom of God.
I guess I would ask. Yeah, given the culture he grew up in, and that the text like Revelation hadn't been pinned yet, what was the traditional Jewish, yeah, I guess, idea of heaven or the afterlife as a whole? I suppose I don't really know that, and presumably, without any reason to think otherwise, that would be what his conception of it would be.
Most likely. I mean, I know there were a few differing opinions on what happens after you die, and I think, if I remember this correctly, the Sadducees didn't believe in a resurrection after death, whereas I can't say all of them, but I bet some of the Pharisees believed in a resurrection.
All right.
So it might be
Well,
that.
We can fairly safely say that he would have been in the camp that believed in a resurrection. Yeah. Because otherwise, the question of yeah, what can I do to secure my place in the afterlife wouldn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah, I like at this time. There's a lot more focus. So Jesus will come and says, "I am bringing the kingdom of heaven here, on earth." And so it's more about the like, see, like we're right now, and before Jesus' death and resurrection, there was just the age of sin and death, which they're in. They're like waiting for the kingdom of heaven to inaugurate, and this is the life. You want to be on, I guess you could say, the lifeline. And so when we're saying is bringing the kingdom of heaven, it's like slapping earth. And so he's like saying, like, how do I get into pretty much what you're doing? Like, he thought it was a good thing. And he brings it to, in which Jesus like brings it, it's like, what good is there? And then like he brings it down like a proper like a proper Jew at this time. Like one who's like under teaching and stuff like that and has like done all the thoughts would just say, actually no one can keep the 10 Commandments. There's no one that's good. And then which Jesus would just then tackle him on what's holding his heart to give everything to the age of life. It's so yeah, so see heaven more as it's landing here on earth, which then inaugurates the time that God's rule happens. Is when Jesus said, "I'm bringing the kingdom of heaven here," it's like saying God's rule is happening here on earth. That was more what they're hoping for. There is some sense of an afterlife, but it's more of here and now. that make sense? Or did I lose you?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Okay. I love how like easy response if you want to complete the set. All right. Any other thoughts about this text before we get into commentary?
I've got one, and I don't know if, this is the case, but it would definitely make you think. So, when Jesus replied with the commandments not to murder, commit adultery, don't steal, don't tell lies under your oath, respect your father and mother, and love your neighbor as yourself. I have a feeling that he said those specific commandments because those were the ones that the guy wasn't following. Kind of throwing those out there as a way to convict the man and be like, showing him that Jesus knew exactly what he wasn't doing.
That's not how I see it, but I could see how you see that. Because the phrase is if you want to complete the set, like, okay, you grew up in privilege and not have to like struggle with these things. Now, if you want to complete the set, because he had money, so obviously it was very easier per se to do these ones. All right, here's where the true challenge is. Give everything and follow me. I think that expression, if you want to complete the set, it's like, okay, cool. You've done all that. Now here we go. Here's the real challenge. The guy thought he was stellar, you know? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't respond, so then I'm like, is he stewing in anger against me? Because
No, just thinking.
just thinking. Cool. Any thoughts, Justin, before we...
No, not this time, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Any other thoughts before we get in the commentary?
I think I'm good.
David?
Good.
Justin, you don't mind if I ask you to start off the reading of the commentary?
Sure.
Okay. And David, you don't mind reading after him?
Can do.
Sweet, and I'll read after you, and then if there's any left over, Ethan, you just pick up, okay?
Yep.
All right.
I have heard it said that if you want to catch a monkey, there's a particular method that works well. You need a jar which the monkey can just get his paw into with his fingers open. Then you put something into the jar which the monkey wants, some fruit, say. Then you put the jar temptingly where the monkey is likely to find it. The monkey will reach his hand into the jar to get the fruit. He will close his fists around it, but of course, when he closes his fists, especially if it's got something inside it, he can't get it out of the jar. He won't want to let the fruit go, but unless he does, he won't be able to get his hand out. The story has an obvious meaning when we put it alongside Jesus' meeting with this eager young man. He had great possessions, was probably well known. There weren't very many rich people in Jesus' world, and such there would be local figures of note. Lots of less rich people would be doing their best to make friends with him or work for him, hoping that some of his wealth might find its way towards them. That, incidentally, is only one of the ways in which wealth corrupts human relationships. But he was like the monkey with his hand in the jar. He had a tight grip on his possessions, and unless he was prepared to loosen his grip, leave them behind, he couldn't become free. Wouldn't be free to join the kingdom movement, the march into God's future that Jesus was leading. He wasn't simply asking about how to go to heaven after he died. As we've seen often enough, the phrase kingdom of heaven doesn't mean that. It means God's sovereign, saving rule coming to transform everything, coming to bring the whole creation into a new state of being, a new life, in which evil, decay, and death itself would be done away. Many, perhaps most, Jews of Jesus' days believed that Israel's God would do this, and would do it very soon. The question they were asking, in several different ways, was who would benefit from it when it happened? Who would inherit the age to come? Who would gain the life of the new age, or as in many translations, eternal life? The standard Jewish answer to this question would be something to do with keeping the Jewish laws, the commandments that God gave to Moses. Most serious-minded Jews of Jesus' day had their own opinions about what these laws demanded. Everyone knew the basic list, the 10 Commandments. The point was then to find out what exactly they meant in practice. Different groups had their different agendas. The Pharisees had some very detailed regulations. The Essenes had a different set, and so on.
Jesus was not offering simply another set of legal instruments legal interpretations of that sort. His challenge was at a different level. He was content in terms of behavior, yet simply to repeat the basic commandments. Though it's interesting that he doesn't mention the first 4 about putting God first, getting rid of idols, not taking God's name in vain, and keeping the Sabbath. He knows that the young man knows these, and that the young man knows that he knows. Both of them understand that the conversation must move to different ground, to the point where the real questions begin. This is where Jesus' approach is different in kind from those of other Jewish groups. Instead of more complex legal instructions, he has the simplest of commandments. Sell up, give it away, and follow me. There's something ironic about the way he says it here. If you want to complete the set, in Matthew, being complete, the same word can mean perfect, actually, is the challenge of the Sermon on the Mount. It's a way of saying God wants his people to be complete, totally dedicated to his service, not half and half people, with one foot in the kingdom and the other in the world. The young man seems to want almost to collect commandments he's kept, like one might collect coins or butterflies or antique furniture. All right, says Jesus, this is the one that will complete your collection. Give everything away. In order to be complete, you must be empty. In order to have everything, you must have nothing. In order to be fully signed up to God's service, you must be signed off from everything else. As with the previous comments about celibacy, this commandment was not given to everybody. Jesus doesn't often seem to have told people to give everything away and follow him. When he did, it was either because, as in the case of the 12, he wanted them to be free so that they could be with him all the time and share his work, or because, as with this young man, he sensed that his possessions had become his idol, his alternative god, the demon that would eventually kill him unless he renounced it. We all have something like that in our lives. It may well not be material possessions. In our world, as in that of Jesus, not many people are very rich, even if most of them are concentrated in certain places. It is up to each of us to examine our own hearts and lives to see what is holding us back from serving God with the completeness which Jesus longs for.
I just had to laugh, as it's like, in our like having money usually means that you buy stuff and so you collect stuff. Like I think we could all think of a collection that each one of us has.
Hmm.
So then Jesus goes, if you want to make your collection complete, get rid of it. Oh, just imagine like the guy had a like quite the magic car possession or something like that. Or I don't know, where are those little Funko Pop dolls? If you want your collection to be complete, get rid of it. What?
Cody, what are you doing?
So David, did his explanation help a lot with more understanding of to possess the life of the age to come?
Yeah.
It's hard because modern translations translate to eternal life. And it is even for myself. I have to tell my brain it doesn't mean the time after death. It means God's work happening now, which also means in the future, but it means now specifically, which affects the future, but now. His sovereign rule happens now. You declare allegiance now. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Any other thing that he said that really stood out? What do you think about the part, Ethan, where he's talking about the commandments and about the Jewish ideas on how to practice them?
Well, I mean, the way that I understand it is, if someone's failing to keep certain commandments, who would, state the obvious ones that they're already keeping, but the ones that they need to start keeping, which is something you see in Matthew 23, actually. So, Matthew 23, verse 23. So, woe to you, experts in the law, and you Pharisees, hypocrites! You give a tenth of mint, dill, and cumin, yet you neglect what is more important in the law: justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have done these things without neglecting the others. He doesn't go over, the entire law. He goes over the ones that they're failing to do. So I think in this case of the man that's, being told by Jesus to keep these commandments, they're ones that the man is failing to do. Or at least live up to the expectations that God has for him to do.
Okay, so what do you think Jesus means then if you want to complete the set? And especially when he says, I kept a lot. You don't hear Jesus responding, nuh-uh. But you did, what do you think Jesus means when he says if you want to complete the set?
I mean, that's one of the things that he's, not doing. It's not looking after the poor, which is one of the really big things in the Torah, is looking after the people who are less fortunate. So if you have the means to help someone out in a spot where, they need some help, then you're kind of expected to do that, even if it's not a whole lot that you can do. But this guy's got a lot, at least according to Jesus.
I think, yeah, I think we just disagree on. Yeah, I guess I just disagree with how. Yeah, just how reading that, and that's okay. So Justin, you're new to Kingdom. You're new to the Christian way of seeing things. Does
Yeah.
this make sense to you? What the life of the age to come, and what that means? Does that make? Are you still? Are you at all confused about that?
Well, from what we were talking about earlier, it just definitely was more like he was the idea of heaven and stuff, like you guys were talking about earlier. His idea of what it is. In that term.
Can I like? What do you think
Possible.
that means? I'm wondering. I'm wondering from with your words. What do you think that means?
The like kingdom of heaven stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a good idea of how to say it because it's I'm mostly a conglomeration of video of what you guys have been saying, like where you guys believe you're gonna be at afterwards, or where you're. What comes next, but
Mm-hmm.
not actual. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it is. I'll put paint back up.
I know, like it's not an actual place, but sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah. So like right now, Jesus hasn't died yet, right?
Yeah.
Here comes Jesus. Here comes Jesus saying, I'm bringing the kingdom of heaven. I'm bringing the kingdom of heaven. Bringing the kingdom of heaven. Which is like, I'm bringing the kingdom, I'm bringing the eternal life, I'm bringing the age to come. And it was not until his death, which he goes down to the pit, and then to his resurrection, where he rises up. And this is when Jesus then will say, this time we'll use this kind of face. This time Jesus will say that it is finished. So he talk about the age to come is coming, but there's something about his resurrection where he could say it's finished. And so it's from here that you have, so you still have the modern age happening, the age of sin and death, right? Like say this is like, I wish there was skulls here, but like death, right? People are still dying. I'll just do a bunch of lines everywhere to show people are still dying. Like chaos. People are still dying. But at this moment is when the age to come, the age of life, the eternal life happened. And is continuing to happen. There will be an eventual point when the age of death is over. And let's say that's like right here, right? This is when Jesus, so after Jesus' death, he ascended into heaven. A little spoiler alert at the end of Matthew, he'll descend off to heaven.
I don't know, man. We're about 2,000 years past the expiration date of that spoiler.
But then he talks about, so he ascended up, and he talks about when the Bible talks about when he'll ascend back down, and that's when the age of death is done for, when he comes back down. But his rule is still, like pockets of his rule are still happening. Like the pockets of the rule happens when Ethan talks about declaring allegiance to King Jesus, and he talks to people about him, and he's sharing his food for the other. Like Ethan, when he is living like his rule is happening, that's a sign that this age is still affecting this age of sin and death. There's moments when this is like, it's still hitting now. So it's called moments of refreshment. Here, when Jesus comes back, this is the ultimate refreshment. The age of sin and death is finally done with. But there's still today, and after Jesus' resurrection, there are moments of refreshment. And so, and the question is like, what does Jesus mean? What were they talking about? They're talking about this age. When is this age going to happen, Jesus? What can I do to be part of this age? Like,
Right.
tired of being in the age of sin and death. Tired of having Rome rule over us and trample us like we're pieces of garbage. When can Yahweh's rule happen? And for the Jews at the time, they imagined Yahweh's rule inaugurating with the stomp of the Roman Empire and the stomp of the Jewish leaders, and King Jesus rising like King David as a king, like a physical king. Or they're imagining yeah, let's see if I could do a crown. They're imagining physical crown Jesus. Mashiach. Sure, let's say that's a crown. It's a choo-choo train crown. Woo. All right. So they're imagining super crown that shoots cannons. Yeah. Cannon crown. Yeah, laser cannon. It just destroys all of all the other empires. And then he'll like legitimately be on a throne. It looks like he's doing hurdles, but imagine a swimming pool. There you go. But yeah, I mean, so they were hoping the age to come will be, imagine that's a sword. It's blooded with the enemies. Blooded of all of their enemies. That's what they're wanting. But Jesus goes, I'm bringing the age to come. The age to come is going to happen with my death. But guess what? In 3 days, I'll come back to life. And once his resurrection happened, that's when the age to come is now. And it's penetrating now. And there will be a final moment when the age of death is finally done away with. And now earth is being ruled by under Yahweh's wisdom, which is an interesting noise. I think it's
my computer's thing is beeping at me.
oh. But does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll always keep going.
So what are we in now?
So we're in this middle spot right here,
Okay.
where it's a now, not yet. So the age to come has happened now, but the full realization hasn't happened yet. Jesus is up here. And there's moments there's moments of refreshments. Like when the church is sharing their possessions, when the church is like declaring worshiping, calling each other to King Jesus, and like living as if kind of like elves in Lord of the Rings, like sharing everything. Like I just love elves in Lord of the Rings, man. They're so cool. Elves. Anyways, Logan said dwarfs. Logan's here now. Okay, but pretty much yeah, we're in this middle spot where Jesus has resurrected. The age to come has started, and we're waiting, but we're also experiencing the age of life now.
Okay.
All right. Any other thoughts before we hit a Eucharist? It's going to be. I think we talked a good bit already. Spider hanging right there. You know thoughts, Logan? Yeah. Here you go.
Just while Corey was talking about that, so I just wanted to add a thought. Like, it's the age to come isn't an instantaneous thing in the now. Like, we are part of the kingdom of God of heaven right now, but we also the kingdom of heaven as representation is the word of God. Are you going to listen to the word of God, as we see in the parable of the sower, which you read a long time ago? But the perfect seed is one that hears it, the word of God, and understands it. So Jesus uses the word understands, which is much different than just instantaneously receiving the kingdom of heaven. So I feel like that's a big deal for us as believers, to actually understand what we're spreading and learning.
Yeah, and I think a good word is just bursting. Like when the kingdom of heaven, it's bursting on the scene now. It's like flares. Like there will be the ultimate moment where kingdom of heaven is fully realized, but we do experience flare-ups. Yeah, using words flare-ups though makes me think of like we're talking about STDs or something. Does that? I know we're distracted by the beeps, Justin, but does that make sense? Like, it's like two overlapping ages.
Is that we're in that right now?
Yeah, we're in the overlap of the ages right now. All right.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, David?
Nothing fully formed enough to share.
Okay. Any thoughts, Ethan?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Let's get right into Eucharist, friends.
And on that note, I'll talk to you all later.
Okay. I love you, Justin. I hope you figure out your
Because I
computer.
have to shut off my computer to make it stop beeping. So.
All right. I love you, man. Are you just going to be gone for the night, or are you just blipping off for a second?
I'm also going for the night because I have work tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, I love you, man. Good night.
Good night.
See you later.
Ooh. All right. Put some music on. Let's get some Eucharist down. Ooh, that's loud. Now I am. I was feeling it. No, David can hear the music. I could make it so. Let's see if how much he appreciates.
No need. I already have music running on loop in my head.
Luckily, we don't devolve
Okay. You grab a cup for myself. The loaf. Yeah, let me go get it.
plate might be. like getting baptized a second time because the first one didn't count. Until it counts.
Until it sticks. Ooh. There's an episode of The Office where Michael Scott tries buying marijuana from these people who like, and they like look at him like, why do you think we sell marijuana? And the guy's like, wait. And so he runs into his lunchbox and pulls his Capri salad. And he buys it from them and he plants it on someone. Michael Scott plants the fake marijuana someone he hates and they call the cops. But what? Are you my mom? Oh. Are you my elder? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Alright. I don't know where you're at with being ready, David, but we're almost ready here. We're just making the oil dip for the bread.
Good to go.
You're good to go? Sweet. I usually ask and put people on the spot, does anyone want to read? Want to pray us in the Eucharist? That's what bread's for, right? Pretty good mixer. My finger. I did wash my hands right before coming back in here. There, should we get more? All right. All right, so I guess David didn't volunteer. I don't know if you heard me, Ethan, but I was like, does anyone want to pray us in the Eucharist? He said he did last week. All right, that's cool. I'll pray. Jesus, thank you so much for what you have started 2,000 years ago. Thank you that you have brought the age to come. And we are partakers of remembering it and living in it. And yet while we look forward to when the final refreshment, when we don't have to, and that time we don't have to, like, faith won't be needed because we're with you. We're like be fully realized in you. At that time, hope won't be needed because the hope that we look forward to will be in you. When at a time that we live in a space where everything is shared, we are striking the earth to cultivate it, to bring it to new realities under your wisdom. We're not striking the earth for our own gain. So again, we thank you, King Jesus, for when we strike the earth, strike our possessions for ourselves, that you still keep stepping into our lives and forgiving us, that you stepped into a life and you allowed death to wash over you, our sins to wash over your body. But yet, since you're innocent, death could not hold on to you. And so now we are your citizens. We're the new creation. You change our nefesh, you change our full being to become more like you. You share your divine essence with us, which is a crazy concept to meditate on. We're your conduits. Amen. All right. Think Logan should have the honor of breaking the bread this time? Yeah, we did it. No? But you do one side and I'll do one other side. You gotta get the sound?
I think
Okay.
this one have it.
I think I kind of heard it through the speaker. I should have muted the music. That's what dogs are for, right? Thank you. All right. If you know this, David, we're partaking of the bread and partaking of the juice now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Mm. That's so fly. I think you've mastered the communion loaf of bread with yeast. The next level will be doing it with that, like mastering a loaf of bread for communion without yeast.
I should probably get.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Cooling rack thing that sits between the saucer and cast iron inside the oven.
Hmm. Oh. I think this song, as you hear this note, down, 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 and like, and then it gets repeated throughout the full thing while other sounds are going. It's a really good audio representation of like the seed throughout the Bible. The royal seed. Hmm. Hmm. Better be careful. 1 Corinthians might be. Next thing you know, Jesus' eyes just appear on my roof, little beams at you. Hmm. In unworthy manner. Well, yeah, it's like letting social ethnic discord, social economic ethnic discord go into the communion time. Because at that time, like you have people over for Sundays were the day where they had the love feast. And this is one of the many things that they were doing. Is you will, as the rich people, you will have your food first, and then you will invite the poorer people and have them sit in a separate room, but you provide free food as a way to show that you're providing for them, but they're not eating with the rich good food. Like they'll like get full and leave like little or nothing for the rest of the people. That's where Jesus' rebuke is. That's where, like, I mean, not Jesus, that's where Paul's rebuke comes in. No, I mean, like, in an unworthy manner is like, it's just not in practice of remembering the goodness of King Jesus. So you could do that somberly, you could do that with a party. You know, make sure the tenets of King Jesus are being embodied, like everyone is included. If there's wine, you're drinking enough to for the party, you're just not getting wasted, you know? It's like during the love feast, the rich aristocrats will just get full and wasted because it was their house that the parties are being hosted. Yeah, it's like there's a reason why Christianity has changed so much of like empathy and like how to behave and treat the other. It's because of those expectations. And then the only reason why it has so much power is because King Jesus embodied it. So.
Alright, well, I need to get to bed, so good night, Corey.
Good night, David. Love you, man.
Love you too.
What's up? Atana? Oplana? I can't see from this far. Is that L or T? Opiana? Welcome. We're on the portion of Great Friday where we take communion Eucharist together. If you're still there. As always, thank you for the bread and the kombucha. Mm-hmm. And that wind is making so much noise out there. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. I'm so happy that you didn't get frostbite. Okay. I mean, like during that 10 when it was like. Yeah, I mean, like, don't let pride get to you. Frostbite. If your body reaches a certain temperature, you will get frostbite. up, Game Legend? Mm-hmm. No, that's Cody. Mm-hmm. He's... Dude, that's awesome. Dude. So, Game Legend earlier was telling someone who was like came in and it's like very like combative atheist, like, and it's like had a story where like Yahweh brought back to life his sister. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, Game Legend? Before you go to bed? Yeah. Yeah, it's already been a nice Friday, and thank you for joining. I love you, man. You have a good night. You and like you always telling me like your relationship with your family gives me hope. It's awesome. Have a good night. What if like Cody, your dog, just turns like that meme dog, just like busted down the door? I smell food.
Like way up here.
Oh man,
And so
I'm full.
it should keep moving out. I'm like,
For homemade kombucha, it's not bad.
but it's definitely better when brewing conditions are ideal.
Yeah.
So 60 degrees inside the house is not gonna.
It's not so 6 degrees is not ideal kombucha brewing temperature.
No, you want it to be up at 70.
Hmm. You know, you could
That's
probably.
also why I'm producing carbonation.
So maybe like get like what you said. I bet you have space blankets, right? Oh, I thought. Cause I thought in your survivability you have a space blanket.
No.
You could actually make a
No, I just have gear.
you have
Gear
like
that allows me to get.
you'll have like I was like you could easily build a thermal regulated environment for your kombucha.
Tank heaters for like reptile cages.
There you go.
Just slap it on the thing and turn on. Or maybe just have like a plate that they're connected to.
Or
Sits
candle
on top.
warmers. Set it at 70. That'd be interesting. It's
Yeah,
pretty much
eventually I'll figure it out.
glorified warm plate. That's. But yeah, I mean, I bet there's like a lot of people who make like. See, my cousin, he got a 3D printer in which he had to have the 3D printer set at a regulated temperature, and so he created like It's a regulated temperature environment with insulation all around, that kind of thing, and a little heat lamp. Hmm. It's, oh man.
I know you're a monster.
I think I'm good. I'm kombucha out. It was delicious Eucharist beverage. It's there you go. Just wait until the out.
I was afraid to love. Wearing a heart that was paper thin.
No.
Thought it'd break with each unhappy ending.
Actually, I'll hit me up.
Stumbled as a moving target. Living days on the road. Dancing over possibilities. Dodging bullets in slow motion. I stand ready now to fall again. 'Cause with you, I wanna be. Draw your bow, baby, now release your arrow.
That's totally Marty. He's the reason why you have to come home most nights. Most Great Fridays is if he doesn't cling to you, he clings to someone else. And you're the dog sacrifice. Dude, that's enough scratching my door.
Cody, knock it off.
He's always welcome. I will call him out of it. Free bottle. Yeah, Logan was there. When, yeah. That's when I gave him a little bop. Nope, not okay. Bop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I threw it away. It was a little too late to call him out on it. Something, paper, with tape. Hmm. Yeah. It was... I would have called him out on it, but it was too late. You want to know why I'm calling him out. Especially with how many brain cells he has. He had to, like, immediately in the moment. I feel so healthy drinking this. I feel the antibodies in my veins. The little microorganisms giving me power. Ah! Just like. How's Goobies? How's it doing? Hmm. When does the new Risk Rain 2 expansion come out? Oh. Yes. got here cold and I've slowly been delayering as I get too toasty.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna be very toasty. I mean, if he wants to be in here, you might as well just yoink him. Go lay down over here on this chair, but he's a little turd. Hey, come here. Come here. Hi. Hello. Hello, come here. Dude. Here, lay down. Lay down. Stay.
Stay.
No. Stay. No. Just stay there. Like, you can't even look at him or say his name or just anything. Otherwise, you activate him. That's what we call it.
Hey, back.
Nope. Put it down. Lay down. Don't move.
Did you ever get Risker in return, Ethan?
I don't think I did.
Any games?
Cody, lay down. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm going to point you.
Did you guys get Lost Castle when it was free on the Epic Store? Did you guys yank that? It's a co-op rogue dungeon crawler. If you didn't, check your Epic Store if you haven't. I mean, your Epic library. A week ago. I wish, no. I mean, they want you to go to the store. But it doesn't help your brain go, I need to go. I need to go there. That's where all the good stuff are. Well, do you want to play something, Ethan, or you got Warframe on the mind? It sounds like you have Warframe on the mind. You want to do Gatekeeper? Do it.
Lay down. that the demo?
Yeah.
Stay there, dude.
Pour yourself out Red Mountain. He is truly like in the story of the widow and judge, how the widow just keeps being persistent for justice. That's Marty. That's your dog's name, right? Is Marty? Cody, my bad. That's Cody. Yeah. Cody.
We call him all sorts of names. We've called him turd burglar, turd muncher.
Turd Ferguson.
I have no idea. I have a cat named Bandit. No one in my family calls a cat Bandit. We just call her all sorts of things. But I have a cat on the other hand. We just call him Sunny because that's his name.
Did you get the invite? You're 100% on items. Can you please not collect little yellow orbs?
Yes. I'm trying not to. Yeah, so did I ever tell you the story of Turd Muncher?
I don't. You don't need to tell me the story with that name. Dogs.
Well, I mean, he doesn't do it anymore, but
Yeah, but just dogs. They have tendencies
yeah,
to.
when he was probably like 3 or 4 months old. So we had this massive like property just for running around. Just lay down, dude. Just stop, please. For the love of God, just stay right there. No.
He's so cute to look at.
He is. But it's like, lay down. Please, just stop. Don't eat me. You are so cute, but you are so annoying.
You have at least 10 of those coins, blue coins.
Okay, stop.
Yeah. So we'll do this. So escape.
Okay.
Get 5, so don't spend any. So you do a regular run, and then so you do a regular run.
Down.
And
Down.
like there's a place that has like regular run. There's like a place that has like little circle like grab and around there there's a thing to interact with that looks like a hammer. Yeah.
No.
But I can't do a regular run. I burn myself out of that. Okay, I'm gonna re-invite you.
Stay there. Dude, I'm trying to get you to calm down.
All right, ready up? Well, whenever you're ready, Ethan. We're waiting for you. Oh, you have a. There.
He's a menace to society. Dude. Stop it. I know. Stop. 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 Come. Sit. Dude. I know. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Okay, you ready for the story of Turd Muncher? Okay, so out in Wisconsin, we lived on like a half acre of land. So we had a nice large yard for our dogs to run around in. So we got Cody when he was about 3 months old, and like within that first month or so is when we had all the really funny puppy moments. So anyway, we'll usually just let our dogs run around in the backyard, let them poop, and then pick the poop up after like, I don't know, a couple weeks. So this is like during the summer, and it got dry. So the poop turned into like poop raisins. So you know how puppies are. They like to pick up stuff that, you know, they probably shouldn't pick up. Like pine cones and sticks. And in Cody's case, poop. So he picks it up and we're like, ew! Don't do that! Get that out of your mouth! Oh no, he didn't understand. Eventually he figured it out, but it's not food. I don't know what cued him in on that. It might have been the taste, but I don't know. These guys will literally eat vomit, so.
Yep, that's dogs for you.
I am right here. Ooh, that's not bad.
The one thing I noticed in here, and it seems like they changed it. In the first iteration of the demos, it was like their hits can actually collide into their allies.
Kettlebells.
Hope they give us a forge.
That would be amazing. But I have a feeling that they won't.
I think of these OG4 probably. Oh, there's a position reset. That's cool. Okay, so you get it gets too spicy. Ugh. Yes.
Oh. I got stoned to death.
All three just chuck a stone at you at the same time.
Actually, I learned that the easy way.
Well, I mean, it is pretty obvious. The more you can dodge stuff, the greater your survival chances.
Really easy to dodge the attacks. I mean, on my case,
Mhm.
and it takes a lot of damage. Like sometimes you'll get rocked by something.
I also, for some reason, don't have additional charges for my fourth ability, which is where my health really comes from.
This might have to be the last run for me though. Yeah, my brain and body's been sleepy unless I hit that wind.
That second wind.
Mm-hmm.
I know that feeling of that second wind. It's great.
If I drink some coffee or something.
My friend and I used to do the Doomsday Heist missions on GTA. I think we stayed up one night until like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Good times.
Oh yeah.
Anytime we see an elder, we just bully him. Man, the kettlebell barely makes a move. Oh, the game has given me. Kettlebells, man. 4 kettlebells. And I'm like watching these guys and they're barely getting hurt. There you go, the elder's dead. Oh yes, we did it. You guys are both Sonic. Elder gets the most immediate focus from me. I'm like, I stun lock him. I'm like, you stand there. Probably E thing is I don't know.
That thing one shot. Last man.
Finally, I got this circular thing. This game has been giving me like pretty garbage like items this run. Well, seriously, would love a Forge game.
Yep. but I have no health. Wow.
Oof. Well, it's different per character.
I think it's the jump feature. For that, like, sprint thing.
Ow. That hurts, right? That hurts. Yep. Okay, no. We do this if we want to keep going. I think we'll see. Wait till Logan gets in the middle and see if we can continue, or if that's game. Oh, ow.
What did you think they were? Power-ups? Dude, it's got electricity in it. Woo!
Maybe they might be elites. Oop. Oh, let's move.
Oh, I got deleted. I got slowed down and then swarmed.
Come on, pick it up. Ooh, my first crit item. Actually, my second, I guess. Oh. Such a big swarm.
Aha! I return.
The prodigal son. It's an enemy unlock. It's pretty much trying to think what you pretty much it hurts anyone in it.
There's orange, yellow currency thingy.
Oh yeah. Logan. You have at least 10? And then after that you want more because then that's how you unlock more unlockables. Currency. Huh? They said you're done. I was like, oh. Okay.
Ezra texted me a little bit ago, saying if we read our.
Oh.
I was trying to text you
Hmm.
when I was.
So chunky. It's like they have like defense boost or something.
Don't do anything.
Don't look at him.
Activate.
Don't talk to him.
Just pretend he doesn't exist. He is very adorable, I will say that.
Wait, these guys are a lot more squishy than the last run.
Oh yeah.
Or do they actually like provide like a defensive boost if they're together? Nothing explains like what each of the thing does.
Ooh.
I really wish I had that health per hit.
Ooh! Spicy! Oh man. So many particle effects it made. Oh. It made it lag.
Oh yeah. If we're able to get yellows or curses where I can get so I could heal on crit, we're doing a lot better. But you could, for me, it's like my only health is health regen. But I imagine it's a, oh, dang.
Oh. Okay, how much damage did you do?
12 million.
13.7.
Nice.
Yeah, I was doing some serious damage and then it kind of died off in the last 2 rounds.
I'm gonna break some stones, but I'm down to another run.
Hit that second wind.
I think so. All right, I'm maxed out on items. The Eternal Hearts. Each hit restores 1 HP. Are you done, Logan? How about you, Ethan? Good level
what
at
is it?
midnight. I'm totally down if you're like, man, I want some Warframe right now. I'm talking to Ethan. I'm not gonna play Warframe, but if he's like, I'm gonna take a break of this, I won't have any hard feelings.
I think I'm ready for bed.
Oh, you're ready for the ultimate break.
Oh yes. I mean, it's not the ultimate break. The ultimate break is gonna be later. And then the ultimate break would be after that.
Bad mood. That's funny. You see that when Terra, so 20% to damage within a 10 unit radius around the gatekeeper. It's literally what the item's called, bad mood.
Argument and bad mood, I think, work together really well.
Oh, it's Protocol 2.0. Oh, Pierce is the enemy. That's fun. Alright, I'm gonna do one run by myself then. See how it works with the new items. Actually, you know what? It seemed like at this very moment, this demo is still open. So there's always other times, until obviously it's no longer open.
Yes, it's open until it's closed.
The way is closed.
I thought it was the way is shut.
The way, yeah, that's what it is. The way is shut. You cannot enter. Go use the restroom. What did you- My body gets this thing where it's like slightly cold, and so it just starts burning lots of food and calories in overdrive. I'm in like my perfect, like I'm starting to hit that all-nighter state